Okay, so everyone, hi Susie from New Zealand. So nice to see you. Okay, everyone, sit comfortably. Close the eyes. And I will just start with the prayer straight away, and then we go into a breath with Amanda. So if you like, you can have the hands in prayer position. You don't have to if it feels good. So as we gather, we arrive fully in this moment, grounded, present, and open. We release what lies outside this circle and enter this space with clarity and care. We meet as equals around the cosmic fire, honoring the wisdom within each voice and the purpose that calls us here. We gather in service to Earth, letting the new consciousness ground through us. May this counsel be guided, our listening be deep, and our words be true. Come as you are, and remember who you are becoming. And so it is. Amanda.
So just allow for your natural breath to become a bit more aware for you right now in this moment, and just allow for that prayer as well to land in your body, in your field. And as you tune your awareness to your breath, I invite for you to deepen your breath ever so slightly, so there's no forcing. And start to feel your breath expand deeper into your heart space. And next time as you breathe in, inhale for 4 counts. And exhale for a count of 4. So just for a few rounds in this way, breathe in for 4. And out for 4. And now adding on one more layer, inhale for 4 counts. And hold your breath at the top for 4 counts. And exhale for 4 counts. And hold your breath out at the bottom for 4 counts. Still keep your awareness in your heart. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4 and allow for your mind to sink into your heart space, and exhale for 4. And hold your breath out for 4 and let your mind soften into the pause. Now breathe into the heart space for 4. And as you exhale, let your awareness move down into the heart of the earth. Exhale your awareness 4 counts down into the heart of the earth, and breathe in as though you could breathe into the heart of the earth. And with your exhale, allow for her nutrients, her support to rise all the way up to your heart. Just a few rounds in this way. So you'll breathe into your heart space 4 counts. And with your out breath, travel your awareness all the way down to the heart of the earth. And inhale into her crystalline core, her heart. Exhale your awareness back up into your heart. And just do that for one more round. Perhaps with a gentle feeling of a smile in your heart, enhancing this connection to our beautiful Mother Earth. This time, as your awareness travels back up, you might even feel her smile, greeting you, receiving you. Breathe into your heart space. And with your exhale, allow your awareness to now rise up to the heart of the sky. And then breathe into the heart of the sky. And with your exhale, descend your awareness back down. Trickle all the way with your awareness into your heart space. Breathe into your heart. With your exhale, allow your awareness to rise all the way up. Breathe into the heart of the sky. With your exhale, awareness back down. Just do this one more time in your own pace, own counting, or perhaps not counting, but still feeling that evenness of inhale, of hold. And allow yourself to feel a protection and a shower of blessings descend as your awareness comes back down into your heart. And now breathe rhythmically in your heart space, in for 4. And with no pause, exhale for 6. Just a few rounds with that ratio. In for 4 into your heart space and out for 6 counts. Not just breathing into the lungs here, but actually into every cell of your body. You may notice how just a few rounds of breath in this conscious way, almost like supports you in grounding as well as an opening up of your receptive antennas. We're sensitive beings, we're supposed to be sensitive. And it doesn't have to mean being powerless or victims, but rather invites us into deeper presence. So you may just allow for your counting of your breath now to completely dissolve and just breathe in the pace that is natural for your body in this moment. And just take note of any shifts of how it feels to arrive into the space, to arrive in through prayer, through your breath body. And you may just envision for a moment that cosmic fire in the center of our circle that is present both for those who are live as well as on the replay. And I invite for you to arrive as well with that feeling of a smile, be that it's present on your face or as a feeling in your heart. And allow yourself to also be received here by that feeling of a smile by the others that are present, that are gathering here in the now and the future. Because your presence here matters. Mm-hmm. So just take one slightly deeper inhale, if that feels good in your body, and exhale with a sigh. If it wants to come out with a sound, let it do so. And ever so gently let your eyes blink open, and you may first gaze into another part of your room that isn't the screen to allow your eyes to adjust if they were closed. And when you're ready to allow for your eyes to meet the screen, be that now or in a moment, especially for those of you here live, please scroll through and meet the eyes of others that are here as well in this moment. And I'll pass the talking stick over to Hamaima.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for this beautiful, beautiful breathing practice. So, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this first Mission on Earth Council gathering. Meeting sounds a bit official, but yeah, we're feeling. I wanted to just introduce myself for those who don't know me. I know there's a lot of people who know me well, but we also have new members, which is very exciting. So my name is Hamaima, and with regards to Mission on Earth, I had a vision of it maybe 2 years ago, and it's great that Laura is here today because she was by my side with it and created this beautiful website that we have, and just like totally supported my mission. And also Patrick is here, and who was there from the start of Mission on Earth. And I just wanted to briefly talk about it so you know also the story of it and what is evolving into and how you are being part of it now. It's absolutely beautiful. And sorry, there's a friend of mine who wants to come and can't find the link. Hang on, like I'm gonna keep talking for now. So Mission on Earth is a sanctuary for new Earth souls. You might have read already the new Earth soul term when you saw and found out about this meeting. And a new Earth soul, Amanda and I were talking about yesterday, you know, are you considering yourself as a new Earth soul? What is it even? Do you know, And for us, it's like everyone who feels they have an urge to support this process of ascension that we are in, this transformation that Earth is in and humanity is in. We probably felt from when we were young that we have a mission here. We want to help. What can we do? And new Earth souls often come and they're very sensitive. And I will talk a little bit later about the ideas around why that is so. But, there's sensitivity, there are high vibrational souls, and sometimes in this dense place that is the Earth, sometimes still very dense, it can be hard to be a sensitive soul, right? I think we can all agree with it. And then we find ourselves often as observers and maybe not really part of anything. We don't really fit in anywhere. We feel, what is this mission that we feel like we have, and how can we ground here? That is also always a big challenge. How can we ground our energies and feel safe? And often it feels very jarring to be like in a mainstream society because it's usually too loud, and maybe there are kind of substances involved, and there's a lot of it's all about productivity, and there's a lot of pressure and having to achieve. And already from when we were children we found that hard, and our children, we go into that a bit later, of course, today are struggling. We know that the children are struggling. So that was the big intention for Mission on Earth, to support new Earth souls, to offer a sanctuary, to create a space or like an energetic field that one can enter and feel at home and remember. And it's like, okay, there are other souls like me, there are others like me who find it a little bit difficult here sometimes, and have a strong, come also with a strong sense of purpose. And we created it, and it took a little bit of an energy where, yeah, I felt overwhelmed by it, and I didn't feel like I could hold it together anymore. And then we had quite a long break, so it was kind of, we had a pause for over a year. And Amanda came and talked to me about Mission on Earth at a ceremony, and she said, it's so important, what is going on with it, and I was like, you're right, I know it's so important what is going on with it. And she inspired me to revisit and to bring new energy to it. And it feels kind of quite elevated and evolved now, because when we started we had a whole lot of guides, and it felt a bit like, okay, kind of promoting guides, which is also fine, but now it feels a little bit more of an equal space to meet, and I feel maybe this was what it's all about. Like we do today, we meet as equals around the cosmic fire, and it's not around like, of course, we can offer support to each other and so on if it comes to it at some point, but it's really about holding a frequency, right? And is again creating like an energetic field that we can hold together, and not just when we meet, but throughout whatever long this container will exist. And this is very exciting to me in a way. And we can see together how it wants to evolve, where it wants to be taken, this project, where these council meetings want to take us, So this is really where we are right now. So it's brand new, really. It's a Mission on Earth 2.0, maybe you can say it like this. And it was a big learning process as well for us all. And I also know I disappointed quite a lot of people who felt a little bit like, what now? Like you just left it all. And so I'm happy we are back, and let's see, what the universe wants us to do with this. And for now, I will stop there, and I'm very happy to see so many of you here, and really feel we have this mission, and only together we can really fulfill it. So I'm very happy to see you here. Thank you so much. And the talking stick over to Amanda again.
Thank you. I will give a short introduction and just share that my name is Amanda, and I am very passionate about this project and the project mission, beyond what we form it as in that sense. And exactly as Jemima said, we met each other recently in a ceremony, and this topic came up, and it's so heartfelt to be able to be in this group, and also I'm just like scrolling through your faces and feeling this gratitude actually of gathering in this way, and appreciating all of your time for being here. And so I work mainly with multidimensional healing. I train people, mainly work with women, but also I work with men, with couples, with families, with children, with animals. So it kind of goes beyond that. But my main focus is with women. And what I have noticed quite a lot as well, more so recently. So I'm a mother now of a 3-year-old child, and he has been this huge initiator for me into, more and more what feels true and aligned for me. And I'm noticing this is very reflected in my work as well, when I'm working with women who are pregnant or they have children, as in how we are all children, right? But then when these children, and Jemima will speak about the different waves as well of us as children, the ones that are coming in also hold these frequencies that can be so supportive, but they can also be triggering to support us kind of further on. And that is something that is being brought even more so to my field. And I definitely see how my personal journey with pregnancies and with children is part of this. And then also this is being reflected in my work as well, and something that fascinates me so much. And I'm just like smiling at the different ages that we're at, coming together here as well. And as we all are children, all of us that are here as well are also, we all have descendants, whether or not that is by blood, but we all have descendants because there's this collective of descendants that are coming in. And, for us that are here, we feel that I think that they're asking things of us, and we can see this all as initiations and how we're moving forth. And this is something that we just don't do alone, right? We come together as a collective and as a group. Group sounds very like superficial for what this is when we gather. But basically, I'm really passionate about these weavings, and however, it unfolds, this is still important in the now.
Thank you for giving the impulse again to gather Thank you so much, Amanda. Before we hear from you a little bit, we were thinking to have some guidelines for this council gatherings or council meetings. Sounds a little bit official again, but because we want to keep it on a certain frequency. And so I'll just read through them and then I explain a little bit if necessary. Just listen to it, see how it goes. We can also, going forward, of course, you can give a little bit input what you feel about these guidelines. So first one would be conscious conversation. We refrain from political debate or polarizing topics, as this is not a space for division. Shared responsibility for the field. Each of us tends the collective energy. We arrive present, resourced, and willing to contribute to a field that is uplifted, grounded, and generative. This is not a processing circle. While authenticity is welcome, this is not a space for deep personal processing or crisis holding. We gather in our sovereignty, carrying what is ours with awareness. Confidentiality. What is shared within the council remains held in trust. This allows for openness, courage, and real expression. No advice giving. We speak from our own experience rather than telling others what they should do. Guidance arises through resonance, not direction. Way-sure presence. We meet one another in leadership and are taking responsibility for our energy, our words, and our impact. Equality of the fire. No hierarchy lives here. We sit beside one another in mutual respect, listening deeply and allowing space for every voice. Intentional participation. Come when you can be fully here. Your presence shapes the council. And it's to create a space of trust and remembrance and a movement, forward movement in service of our shared mission here on Earth. So I know, I'm sorry, it feels a little bit, but I also felt important to have guidelines and so you understand what these council meetings are about. In case of individual processing, we also have twice a month witches coven, which everyone is invited to, and this is kind of more working on and navigating the earthly experience here. So the really kind of we do womb healing journeys and inner child journeys and so on. But for this one, I would like to really keep it to a certain frequency and to keep the vision of us creating this beautiful new earth and embodying it. So this is what we feel for now. I'm very happy. So if you want to write in the comments or write to me personally, anything, want to add anything or change anything, then please let us know. We're co-creating this together. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so we were thinking, we give you a little question. You don't all have to share, but you're welcome to. And it's very simple. Why did you feel drawn to come here tonight? What was the resonance of you attending this gathering? And then just when you're ready, just let us know and share. Not all at once. Genevieve?
Rising, everyone. I felt guided here through Jemima. We have sessions, and she mentioned it to me. Actually, I didn't know what this was about really, but I felt drawn to it to attend. And I am anticipating receiving a new family. Of souls like mine to get a clearer comprehension of what I'm all about in the soul realm and that purpose here on this planet.
Thank you, Genevieve. Thank you, thank you. When you finish your share, it's really nice to, first of all, say your name to start with. It would be lovely. And then when you finish your share, you can use the word of your choice to end, like Maltiosh or Ihu or whatever works for you. Yeah, then we know you finished. Okay, who is next? Susie?
Audio. Hello. Hello, everyone. Very grateful to be here. Very grateful to you, Jemima, for creating this. Are you hearing me? Okay. Great. Okay. Apologies in advance, everyone. I may have to zoom off. I've got a friend in hospital I have to zoom and go to. But I did want to be here for this inaugural meeting, and I will catch up with you all when I see the replay. But why am I here? To connect with you, really. And I do appreciate the greater tribe that we are, and the more that we can partake in each other's presence, just in his presence, I feel that is the better. So that is why I'm here, and hello to you all.
Thank you. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Yeah, maybe also let us know where you're coming from, because
Oh,
that's
I'm
really
sorry.
nice. No, don't worry, I didn't mention it.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, thank you. So far we had California and New Zealand, so it's a beautiful web we are weaving. Okay. Anybody else would like to share why they're here?
We've got Doris, yes.
Ah, yeah, perfect.
Hi, yeah, my name is Doris. I'm born in Luxembourg, but actually I live in Corfu. So I came to this gathering because I felt the calling immediately when I saw it on Facebook, your post, and I feel that we have together, that we all have to come together and to help each other, and also to help the ones around us, and to really hold the frequency, because I feel that the frequencies are like, on a boat. And together we can hold this space. Yes, and I have the feeling that now it's the time that we meet together. The people who has to come together now. So, and I feel that this is the place to be right now. Aho.
Aho, danke, liebe Doris. Ich glaube, Till was next, I think, and then René.
Ja, hallo. Mein Name ist Till und ich komme
In
aus
English?
Deutsch.
In
Oh,
English?
so, yeah, sorry. My name is Till and I'm from Germany. I, I, I lived for a while in Costa Rica now, and I will surely go back there. I'm a little bit traveling around like right now. And yeah, I also saw the post of you, Jemima, and felt the calling to connect with you again, because we didn't see each other for quite a while, and we met often on our ways, our different ways. And I also feel the need to connect with like-minded people and to keep the frequency high and to really support each other in these challenging times. And yeah, to really find a way making humanity grow and spread and yeah, connect from the heart. And that's I'm curious what we are doing here, and hello to all of you.
Danke, lieber Till.
Aho.
Aho. René.
Yeah, hola a todos. My name
Hola.
is René. I'm from Germany, but living at the moment at Lake Atitlan in Guatemala with my little family. And yeah, I'm saw the post as well of you, Jemima, and I'm feeling actually quite often really alone and lonely on this journey. Like, yeah, there are a lot of people, and sometimes it fits and sometimes not, but also often I'm feeling really, really alone on this mission and on this journey. So, yeah, I just want to show up and see what can connect and what can be, which frequency can go right together or whatever. Yeah, just want to show up and say hello and see what can be there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mateusz.
Danke, René. Mateusz. Maybe we have a couple more people answering this question. Yeah, Amanda, what do you feel about that? Yeah, 2 more people answering why they feel drawn. Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, I can share. It's really lovely to be here in the space in this way. My name's Patrick. I have been a friend of Jemima's for some years now, and we've worked together in different spaces in different parts of the world in different ways. Um, I was also a part of the ceremony that Amanda and Jemima were talking about at the beginning, and that makes my heart tingle and feel really precious. It was on the lands here in England where I'm residing as well. And yeah, not so long ago through synchronicity, I bumped into Amanda in a cafe, and she had mentioned that this was happening, or she wanted to bring it into fruition, and to feel how these threads are weaving and how these energies are sorting things out so that we can find ways to be together, support each other, bring freshness to the fire, if you will, and to the circle, to the energies. Yeah, I was also a part of the project at the beginning a couple of years ago when it sparked, and for me, this is also very, very valuable. This togetherness, community, weaving possibilities and ideas and refreshing essence in whatever ways we can. So I'm just here to serve the space and to be of service in whatever way that can be good for everything. So thank you. Nice to be here together. Aho.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you, darling. Okay, one more. Oh, bye, Susie. Yeah, much love and healing to your friend. Bless you. Yeah. Okay. Maybe Yilmaz, would you share? Because you said, like, when I posted the flyer, you said, that's exactly the vision I just had.
Yes, I'm Yilmaz Koshua. I'm here because of Jemima's invite. I remember when we met first time, we were in the car and driving, and you were telling about this vision, and I was like, I mean, I have not heard it what you said because I was late, but I was like resonating so much, and I remember it was about the kids and that they are the future, and also coming here now and have this like synchronicities that seeing Jemima in Africa somewhere, and she's with someone I know from Germany, and also in this room here, I see people like we are weaving all over the world, and this gives me like I have goosebumps now all over my body, and this is the time, and we are doing exactly what we have to do to come together. And yeah, that brings so much energy inside of me at the moment when I talk about this and see how we gather, and it is activating so much, and this gives me exactly this shows me that this is the right thing to do at the moment. So I'm here, whatever we do here, I'm here because it feels right.
No.
Ananasha.
Adanasha?
Ananasha.
Ananasha. Thank you, darling. Okay, beautiful ones. So thank you for giving us a little kind of insight what drew you here. And I know we haven't heard everyone, but I also would like to share a little bit about Dolores Cannon. And I think some of you might know her. And I mention her and I talk about her a lot because she was the one who opened me to the idea that there might be souls. Although she doesn't call them interplanetary souls, but I quite like the idea of interplanetary souls. And I will just briefly explain it if you like, because this was really what helped me so much. Probably 6 years ago, I found her book, Three Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth. And I cried my eyes out. It was such a resonance when I read it, and it really helped to understand, helped me to understand myself better, the difficulties, the loneliness, the not feeling belonging here. And I know many of you who I know that I hear you feel similar. And so I try to do it in a nutshell. It's not complex, but it's a little bit of a story. So listen carefully. So Dolores Cannon, she passed some time ago. She was a mystic, a modern day mystic, and also what she did was past life regression. So she took people through hypnosis into past lives. And for quite some years, people would go into past lives as we imagine it, like in the 1800s or earlier or later. And so as you imagine past life regression to go. But then at some point, people started to go into lifetimes on other planets, other star systems, galaxies, etc. And even Source, they would talk about their lifetime in Source. And one thing that was significant that a lot of people talked about similar experiences on similar planets, for example. So she knew, okay, there must be something to it. And she kind of specialized into this. So past life regressions for people who would then go into lifetimes in on other stars, galaxies, planets. And with this work, she started connecting to what she called the SC, the subconscious, but which is a little bit confusing, but it's meant to be the super consciousness, as I understand it. And she would receive through the person she was hypnotizing messages from that SC. And what she came through all of her work on seeing all these people, she came up with a theory that Earth was an experiment and was overseen by the Galactic Federation, you can call, or however it feels better for you. And this experiment was to create a beautiful place, abundant place, a peaceful place, joyful place. And it has been attempted before, but every time something happened, And this time, also, it's said that there are different channels who talk about this, that a comet hit the Earth and all the energies kind of came out of balance. And once again, they had energies coming in that they didn't want to, that the plan wasn't to have these energies on this planet. This time they had, like we did, a council meeting like we are doing now, and they said, okay, so this is happening, what shall we do? Should we stop this experiment or should we carry on? And then they decided, okay, let's just carry on and see how it goes. And the life that is there, we give them, humans included, free will. But if they threaten to destroy the planet, we will intervene. And the way they would intervene is to send souls to Earth. And so it happened, didn't it? After the Second World War, or during the Second World War, 2 atomic bombs were dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So then the Galactic Federation saw that we are threatening to destroy this planet. And they intervened by sending the first wave of volunteers. So hence, Dolores Cannon speaks about the 3 waves of volunteers. The first wave arrived in 1945, so just then after the Second World War. And they are high vibrational souls that come here to bring, to help, the density on this planet, to help shift, to bring new frequencies. Like everyone, like every soul, almost at arrival would forget their mission. Yeah, so it's like it's a universal law. It's called ignorance. You forget your mission when you arrive. So now these souls come, and there's the idea that they got, sorry if that gets a bit too complex, but they got imprinted with lifetimes because of their frequency. If they hadn't had these imprints, it would be almost impossible for them to be on Earth. So they get imprinted with lifetimes, and then they arrive on Earth. Again, they forgot their mission, and that hence there was a lot of depression. There was suicide in this soul group. They couldn't really, find why they were there, and they didn't really fulfill their mission either. What they did, they paved the way. They were wayshowers. So then when the second wave was sent in the mid-70s, so I consider myself a second wave volunteer, it was a little easier already because energetically the way was paved, right, for us. So the second wave, they were meant to be beacons, or are meant to be beacons of light. Yeah, so it's kind of like, be there. Don't need to do anything, just be there. Be with as many people as you can, in as many places as you can, just be there. Of course, they also forgot, but they had it a little bit easier, right? And then because of the urgency of the matter and, the planet really not doing well, the third wave arrived, and Amanda will talk about this a little bit more, with the first indigo children in the 80s, yeah, the end 70s, 80s, indigo children, then crystal children, rainbow children, the new children, and they are considered to already hold the consciousness of the new earth and come with an upgraded DNA. So that are our new children. What these souls have in common, and this is why I'm telling you this, is like, and this is what I read in the book, and I found myself fully in it, is that always feeling that we don't belong here, feeling a little bit like an outsider wherever we are, like an observer. Very intuitive, psychic abilities, probably very sensitive. It's almost unbearable to see what is still happening on this planet. So these volunteer souls, they can hardly bear to see what is going on. They have like a great love for nature and animals. There's a yearning for the stars. There would be often like watching the stars and wanting to go home, so this makes it all difficult, right? It makes it difficult to be here. Earth is still a dense place. So we are thinking like, what the fuck is going on, and it's really hard to feel safe to arrive. So most of these volunteer souls probably hover around their bodies, because it doesn't really feel like a safe and welcoming place, right? So I'm telling you, because when I read this, I'm like, oh God, okay, I'm on a mission, and it's difficult. But there are others, there are others. Let's find each other, because when we walk together, first of all, our field is much stronger, and second, we don't feel so alone. I don't know about you, but Renee just mentioned it. Like, it's lonely path, and the path of a healer, and many of you are healers here. It can be lonely, and in our maybe family environments, communities where we live, people don't understand us. We are the odd one out. We are the weird ones, So how can we gather more so we feel more supported? That is really it. And I'm happy to share. We can share maybe the book title, can you remember it? The 3 Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth, Dolores Cannon, is really great. If this doesn't resonate with you, and you think, oh, I'm not from the stars, what's she talking about? That's okay. It doesn't mean you are not a New Earth soul. If you are here and you want to help and you want to support humanity and the children especially, it doesn't matter if you believe you have star lineage or not, or star family. What matters is you're here with your precious heart, wanting to make a difference, and wanting to connect. So just so you know, for me, this was a turning point, finding Dolores Cannon, finding myself in it, and knowing that, this is a mission. We're doing it together, and it's not gonna be forever either. We will fulfill this mission together for sure, So I believe that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now and hand over to Amanda, because this is like, I could talk for like 3 hours, so I better stop myself for a moment. Amanda.
Incredible. Thank you everybody for your shares, and also for Jemima now. I will keep this quite short because I really want to honor this time, this hour that we have together. And I have a lot to say about the children, and I believe and think that many of you others here do as well. And this is where the co-creation comes into play as well. And I feel like this conversation specifically about the children as the waves, in terms of what Jemima is speaking about, can also go deeper into another call. And what I want to emphasize really now is that the things that we, and I'll say we in like slightly an assuming way, but thinking that perhaps that is true, the struggles that we may, perceive as being true for ourselves is something within these waves of volunteers. And that is also what these crystal children, rainbow children are coming in with, and perhaps even stronger than we have experienced. And that is that upgraded DNA as well that Jemima is saying. But it's also this like kind of, not fitting into the systems that have been created in place. And that is probably what many of us have also struggled with, to like fit in to rigid systems and structures. And these children are also coming in here just being like, no. And it's really, I think, up for us, those of us that are hearing the call, to also support that. Because as we are all children, yes, that is true. But what differentiates us who are more older in terms of years right now from the children that are coming in is that we have more free will than them. And we are guardians, right? And we have this opportunity to really enhance our listening to what is being asked for us, because they have heightened empathy, a strong sense of fairness is what they come in with. They question things. They are very creative. They have a lot of imagination. They have this natural conversation and connection with animals and nature, and emotional transparency, and all of these things. And when we hear this, we're like, wow, this is amazing. And these are the things that are going to pave the way forwards in a beautiful way. And saying that is also what, we have who are here. And again, it's like what they have, the younger generations coming in, is also again like heightened and stronger. And they're also like shining this mirror, I feel, towards us in terms of where we can tend deeper into our own healing processes to support this paving of the way. Because what is there within ourselves that we have not healed through, worked through, is passed on. So it's really this responsibility as well, and that's felt from those who are joining into this space. Like it's not this passive space. You could be doing so many other things that are more passive than be here and like willingly show up for this kind of conversation. And they are also asking us, I feel so strongly, to embody, to be here. Like they need us to be so present. Like, of course, all children do. And especially when it comes to, just like really seeing like where is it all going? Like if we are on a mission, who are we handing, the torch over to? and how are we paving the way? And they just like really need us to be here. And for those of us that at some point come to this realization that, oh wow, I'm actually from the stars, this is maybe why I didn't really ever feel like I fit into my family or the structures and these kind of things. Eventually we start to meet others and we're like, hey, we're actually quite similar, there's more of us here, like Jemima said. And that is obviously like so important for everybody, and it supports this embodiment piece as well, to be here, to be together, to be on this earth and this planet, and embody our missions, because that is what they need and ask for us as well. So the struggles that we have and the gifts that we have is also what they come in, but it's even more heightened. So there's various ways in how we can then choose to participate in that and show up for that, and that's part of the exploration here as well of this work.
Thank you, Amanda. And yeah, one more addition, of course, what has alarmed us, and I'm sure you all feel the same way, that today there are so many children who are labeled with autism and ADHD and behavioral difficulties, and it's simply, of course, some might have that, but often it's the case that these star seeds just are super sensitive, and they don't fit into the hierarchical structures and the pressure that in school is used and the authority figures that are there, and then they're kicking off, like I have a great nephew like this, and they just put him on Ritalin, and that is kind of seems to be the way they do it. And it's just really heartbreaking, isn't it? Because there are these beautiful souls who are the teachers, our teachers from the stars, and then they are not supportive places where they can just be their creative selves. And it's really alarming to see. So I feel this can also be a space where we can maybe support projects or bring people in who are doing beautiful projects and learn about them and share about it. It's all really about sharing, really, that these kids need a different kind of care and support, right? And what we are doing to them right now, it's not the way forward. So yeah, so this is really, I was asked once in a podcast, you don't have children, why are you so, why is it so dear to your heart? And I'm like, of course they are kind of like, they are, like Amanda said, we're passing the torch over to them, and they're coming to help us, and we don't see it, we put them down, and we tell them to shut up, and yeah, it's really heartbreaking sometimes to see. So whatever we can do, we are here as equals, sitting around the fire as equals. So any ideas like going forward, we are thinking of meeting once a month, but we can also kind of see how can we tune into this frequency and hold this field, make this field bigger, maybe we can just say, like, certain evenings we just tune in, we don't need to be online, we just tune in and do the breath together, or I don't know, finding ways to connect, because if we connect like this, it has a great impact, and it doesn't mean we are better than, or we are special, or but if we consciously connect in this way, it will have a big impact for sure. So then I would say thank you, and we have also a closing prayer, which we will always do the same every time, so it's a bit shorter than the opening. So let's close the eyes again. Just for a moment. I feel like we needed 4 hours for this meeting, but anyway, we grounded in the energy. So closing the eyes and just feeling, like so many of you said, feeling this beautiful vibration that supporting us in our remembrance, and really connecting, walking shoulder by shoulder, and knowing that we're doing what we came here to do, and we will do it with joy, and it will become easier for sure. With gratitude, we release this circle. May what was shared here continue to ground and live through us in service to Earth and the times we are here to meet. Though we part in form, the fire of this council remains within us, steady, guiding, and alive. Come as you are and remember who you are becoming. And so it is. Okay, just taking one deep breath. Exhale. And open up your eyes again. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Amanda, for your inspiration, for being here. And Laura, I mentioned Laura. Are you still here, my love?
Yes.
Yeah, you are still here. Hi. Laura, I wanted to introduce at the beginning. Sorry, I didn't. Laura has been there from the start and is here again for Mission on Earth 2.0. Hi, Laura, my love. You want to say anything?
No, I'm just so happy that we're back. Like I didn't even know how much I missed this.
Bless you, bless you. So nice. Thank you for all your help and all your support always. And we also have Jana, who's been helping a lot, and she couldn't make it today, but she's a beautiful astrologer and will support us with her embodied astrology on this journey as well. So lovely, lovely star seeds, volunteers, light workers, souls, go off and know that you're not alone, and we are always here. This fire is burning for you. Reach out if anything is happening. We are here. And is that Fiona down there? Fiona has also been there from the start. Bless you. Have kept that one quiet. Let's see where this evolves to. Any ideas, any suggestions, anything that you want to share, just email me, message me. And we will create a container also where we can exchange more. And thank you, love you all. Thank you for all those that have never met before and came here, and thank you for all the beautiful friends who are here. Can't wait to see you again in person, or at least here in this space. And blessings. Mwah.